Hello, this is my presentation on big data, specifically in the United Kingdom. So to start, what is big data? Big data, as suggested by the name, references massive quantities of data that typical management systems are unable to handle. These quantities can be produced by our phones from daily habits of listening to music, texting, sending emails, and other everyday activities. Big data largely stems from the growth of technology and further uses of data across the internet. So, who is using big data? Big data is applicable and has uses for everyone. Product developers, supply chain managers, and everyday citizens use big data in unique ways. For businesses, big data is essential for communicating and translating large amounts of data, which businesses collect and interpret. Companies all over the United Kingdom and the world use large sums of data for endless reasons. Where is big data being used? Big data is used in many countries all over the world. Think of it like this. Anywhere that has large corporations and modern technology use big data. This is because big data technology today makes the share of information fast and efficient compared to older methods of storing and managing data. It also is applicable to many different industries. Some that particularly common interest are marketing, financial services, and healthcare. So why are they using big data and SWOT analysis of a company that I chose in the United Kingdom? The company in the United Kingdom uses big data is Barclays, a large investment bank organization. They specifically use big data in many aspects of their company. Some examples include increasing operational efficiency, global communications, and enhancing customer experience. All of these examples have the target goal of making the investment bank a more efficient and overall better place. This adds to the strength of the company as a whole. Big data usage in this company is also an opportunity in and of itself. Barclays can more efficiently expand into new markets and understand how to perform well. A threat in the market are other large companies using big data for similar goals as Barclays. So when is big data being used? Big data is being used all the time. From instant messaging in our phones to large shares of data being transferred between companies and markets, big data is a part of our everyday lives. The share of large quantities of data is making the world a more technologically efficient place. So how can big data help reach sustainable development goals? Big data can help reach sustainable development goals in many ways. I believe it is particularly useful in making industries more efficient, thus taking up less resources. Fast communications of big data can be helpful to many industries, including those with direct sustainable development missions. Big data could also be useful in processing data of environmental forecasts and targeting areas of improvement. Okay, so as a little recap, I got two truths and a lie here. So I'll start with the first one. The first statement is big data references massive quantities of data. The second statement, our phones are unable to produce big data. And the third statement, big data is used across many industries with almost endless purposes. So I'll give you a little second just to figure that out and think about it. Okay, so the lie in these statements is that our phones are unable to produce big data. As I mentioned in this slideshow, our phones produce big data in many ways, and everyday activities contribute to big data all the time. And then here are some sources that I found useful throughout my presentation, particularly IBM's What is Big Data, as well as Barclays, specifically on how they use big data. Okay. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.